Okay, so if you're learning a new language, especially English, you probably know that feeling, right? That uh, anxiety just before you speak,
Hmm.
where the words just seem to vanish and you're worrying, that someone might laugh or judge you. It just kills your confidence instantly.
Oh, absolutely. It's something we see a lot in the sources we looked at for this deep dive. Learners often say they feel like very bad or weak if they hesitate or make a tiny mistake.
Yeah.
But our goal today, our mission, is to sort of flip that script. We're going to take the most basic grammar tool, the simple present tense, and actually turn it into something that gives you confidence right away.
Right, like conversational armor. I like that because it's not about being super complex, is it? It's about being functional.
Exactly. And the core message from all the sources is really liberating.
Mm.
It's okay to make mistakes, seriously. The point is just communicating, not sounding like a news anchor on day one.
If you can just get that idea into your head, you're halfway there, really.
Totally. And we can back that mindset up with some really practical stuff straight away, like 2 immediate confidence boosters.
Okay, what are they?
1, always speak slowly and clearly. Rushing is, well, it's just not your friend when you're starting out.
Definitely not. Clarity suffers.
Right. And 2, use simple words, short sentences. A basic sentence that someone understands is way better than a fancy one that trails off into confusion.
Okay, let's dig into that emotional side first. That nervousness, maybe from people speaking fast around you, or worse, someone actually laughing. It's a real thing. How do the experts say we should handle that?
Well, the perspective we found is really about validation. It's okay to feel that. Learning is vulnerable. Making mistakes isn't failing. It's actually how you learn. It's necessary input.
Okay.
And if someone laughs, honestly, it probably means they're just standing still while you're the one moving forward, trying something new. You really need to tell yourself, I am brave just for doing this.
I like that framing, standing still versus moving forward. Okay, so we need to back up that bravery with practice. A toolkit for daily use so the anxiety doesn't win.
Yes, exactly. A toolkit. And the first tool is super simple. Repetition. Just practicing basic sentences every single day.
Makes sense. Consistency.
But maybe the most powerful psychological trick mentioned is mirror practice.
Ah, the mirror.
Yeah. Look at yourself in the mirror, your actual reflection and talk. Say your single sentences. I wake up, I eat, I go to work.
Why is that so effective? What's the psychology there?
It basically reduces the pressure. When you're alone, watching yourself speak, you connect the physical action, how your mouth moves, the sound with the meaning. There's no audience judging you.
Ah, okay. So you're building muscle memory without the stress.
Exactly. By the time you talk to someone else, your mouth kind of knows what to do, freeing up your brain to focus on what you want to say, not how to say it.
That's smart. Preloading the physical skill. What if your mind just goes completely blank, though?
Yeah, that happens. The trick then is writing. Write the sentences down first.
Okay.
Then read them out loud. Hear your own voice. Repeat them daily. Memorize them. It's like a safety net.
Right.
And pair that with action connection. Say, I drink water while you're actually drinking water.
Oh, connecting the word to the action directly.
Yes, it builds a really strong link in your brain. Language meets reality.
That feels like how you actually start thinking in the language, not just translating. And what about pronunciation?
Use simple English media, like short stories, kids' songs, easy videos. But don't just listen passively.
You have to interact.
Yeah. Pause it. Repeat the sentences. Try to mimic the sounds you hear. It really helps.
Okay, so all this prep, the mindset, the mirror, the actions, it's all leading somewhere grammatically, right?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Setting you up perfectly to master this simple present tense.
Let's make that link explicit. We've worked on the confidence. Now what's the first practical sentence structure we should grab onto?
The simple present. Because it's the language of your everyday life. You use it to talk about routines, habits, facts, basically, your daily world.
So if you get this one tense down...
You can describe your whole day, your basic reality, instantly.
All right, let's break it down. The easiest part first, the base form. When talking about I, you, we, or they.
That's the beauty of it. You just use the basic verb, the first form. No changes needed. Super simple.
Like the examples from the sources.
Yeah. I wake up at 7. We study English. They eat lunch. It's direct. It's clear. It works.
Okay, but here's the notorious tricky part. The place where confidence often takes a hit, even for people who studied a while. The third person singular.
Ah, yes. The he, she, its rule. This is crucial. When you talk about one other person or thing, you have to add s or es to that base verb.
It seems so small, that's S, but it's a big tell, isn't it?
It really is. It shows you're paying attention to the basic structure of English. Getting it right makes a difference.
Give us some clear examples. We need to hammer this one home.
Okay, think about your family or friends. You say, I work, but for your brother, he works. Or, we watch TV, but she watches TV.
That ease on watches is important, too.
Very. It's not just ease sometimes, and getting that ease of sound consistent just makes your English sound, well, more polished immediately.
And what about spelling? Like verbs ending in Y.
Good point. If a verb ends in a consonant, then yi, like study, the E changes to I's for he, she, it. So they study, but she studies.
Wait, not she studies.
Exactly. She studies. Same with, say, carry. He carries. It's worth practicing those specific ones.
So if I'm talking about my friend drives a blue car, not drive.
Perfect. And if your mom cooks dinner every night, it's that constant repetition with real examples, family, routines that builds the habit.
Okay, actions covered. Now, asking questions and saying no, that brings us to do and does.
Right. For questions in the simple present, you just pop do or does the start. Do for I, you, we, they.
And does?
Does only for he, she, it. The same group that gets the is on the verb in positive sentences.
So going back to my friend who drives, the question would be, does he drive a blue car?
Exactly. And notice what you just said. Does he drive?
The es disappeared from drive.
Yes. And that is probably the single most important point here. When you use does or doesn't, the main verb goes back to its simple base form, no S.
Why is that so commonly messed up? Even people who know the rules sometimes slip.
It's like, think of does as doing the heavy lifting.
Heavy lifter rule. I like that.
Yeah, does already carries all the information about it being third-person singular. It's done the work. So the main verb, the action word like drive or like or read, gets to relax. It just stays in its base form.
Okay, does is the heavy lifter. So for negatives, it's the same idea with doesn't, I don't like fish, but he doesn't like fish. And like, stay simple.
That's the rule. You absolutely must say she doesn't read books, not she doesn't read books. Getting that heavy lifter rule down, that really elevates your English.
Let's do a quick practice round from the sources just to lock it in. If I ask, do they play tennis?
You'd answer no, they don't, or yes, they do. Simple.
Okay. And does he work downtown?
Yes, he does. Or no, he doesn't. See how clean that is. Does the work.
Got it. So we've covered the mindset, the practice tools, the grammar. How does this translate into actually starting a conversation, like right now?
It means you can have a real conversation based purely on facts. Start with greetings. Sure.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? Then go straight into simple present questions.
Like,
What do you do? Where do you live? Basic information gathering.
and the answers use the same structure. I am a teacher. I live nearby. It's not high-level debate. It's just sharing facts.
Exactly. And then you immediately use the same tense for preferences, likes and dislikes. That's how you build connection, right? So much conversation is about that.
Sure. I like coffee. Or using the negative, I don't like waking up early.
Mm-hmm. And for someone else.
Uh.
She likes dogs. He doesn't like loud music. Okay, let's try a mini dialogue, just using what we've covered.
Okay, go for it. Pretend we just met.
Hi there. What do you do?
I'm a writer. I work from home most days. How about you? What do you do?
I'm a designer. I go to an office, usually around 9.0. Where do you live?
I live near the park. I like walking there in the mornings. Do you live close to your office?
No, I don't, actually. I take the bus. My partner works from home, though. She really enjoys it. She doesn't miss the commute.
Look at that. In like 30 seconds, we talk jobs, location, routines, likes, dislikes, even brought in a third person. All just simple present.
That's the whole point. The sources really emphasize using these small patterns I like, I go, I do, I have as building blocks. You can make so many sentences just by changing the object.
So the message is, you probably have enough English right now to communicate basic, important things clearly.
Absolutely. That's the big takeaway. Fluency isn't some distant mountain peak. It's built step by step. Slow, clear, simple sentences. Remember that little es for he shite, it shows care. And nail that doesn't rule. Keep the main verbs simple.
And let's circle back to the fear. Remember, when you speak, even if it's not perfect, even if someone's not kind, you are the one winning. You're doing it for you. Getting the words out is a victory.
Yeah, what really stands out is turning that basic knowledge into action. You can now theoretically describe your whole day, your family's routines. You have the tools.
Which leads to a final thought, a challenge for you listening. Since you can use the simple present to describe your day, What's one tiny, everyday interaction you can actually say in English tomorrow morning? Maybe even before you leave the house.
Right. Instead of just thinking, I drink coffee, actually say it out loud. Feel that small win. Internalize it. That's where confidence starts to build.